put it that way, Jan.
Oh, I'm so sorry that I don't know the right way to put it because I didn't go to college.
You got this job because you deserve it.
They offered it to you first, right? Answer me, Teresa.
What difference does it make?
It makes a big difference. Who put you up to this? Huh? Which one of you bozos made sure she turned down that job so her poor, pathetic older sister could be the center of
no one
attention?
thinks you're pathetic, and I think you're blowing this out of proportion. Kim never would have given you that job if she didn't think you could handle it.
And you more than handled it.
Wow. You all knew about this. Am I the only person who didn't know how I got this job?
Honey, you got the job because you were meant to have it.
If I was meant to have it, why did they offer it to Teresa
What
first?
difference does it make? You're doing a great job, so let yourself do it and stop beating yourself up.
Oh, what happens if I mess up? Who's gonna prop me up? Who's gonna pick me up? Are you?
It wasn't like that.
Because God only knows pathetic Janet can't get a job that's worth anything without somebody bending over backwards to make sure she gets it.
Now, Jan, you know that's not true.
Oh, you want to make me feel better, Teresa? Try not lying to me. Try having a little bit of respect for me.
I do respect you. I love you.
No. You love to look down on me.
That's not true.
You threw this job away. And if that's the only way I can get it, I don't want it.
I really thought we were getting closer. That you were just starting to forgive me. What was I? Was I blind or stupid? Neither. But you need to understand me. I'm watching you. I hear you saying the right things, and who knows, you might even believe them. But you don't. What's it gonna take, Casey? A year of me on the straight and narrow? 12? What's it gonna take before you can finally accept the fact that I am no longer that person I once was? I'm working on not hating you, and that's enough for me to handle right now. But if you get near Allie, all bets are off.
Hi, Kim.
What are you doing here?
I was hoping that I could talk to you for a few minutes.
What about?
I want you to know that I thought really hard before coming to you about this. In case you didn't think I should tell anyone at all, but I just felt the need that I should say something and that you would be the best person to talk to about
Listen,
this.
Alison,
So-
I am really busy. Will you please just cut to the chase?
Sure, of course. You remember Casey's going back to college party?
Yes.
Okay, you remember how Dr. Hughes said something strange to me and you just said that was his idea of a joke?
Yeah, what about it?
I don't think he was joking. I think there might be something going on with Dr. Hughes.
I beg your pardon.
I think there might be something wrong with him. The other day, he told me to give Riley Morgan the wrong dosage, and I wouldn't have said anything about it, but Riley almost died, and he doesn't even remember.
I don't believe this.
I know it's hard to believe,
I
but
mean,
it
I
is true.
really don't believe this. What has Bob ever done except try to help you?
I am not. I just thought you should know what happened.
I
and
know about
from my...
this. He told me all about it. He also told me that you were the one who made the mistake. And as usual, you're trying to blame somebody else for it. But this time, kiddo, you picked the wrong scapegoat.
I had a lot of reasons for turning down that job, Jan. It wasn't all about you.
First thing tomorrow, I'm gonna call Kim and I'm gonna tell her to give you your job back.
No, you love that job. You know you do.
It's not mine, it's yours. In fact, I'm gonna call her right now before she starts editing.
Wait, whoa, slow down, would you please?
Please don't do this.
You know what? I may not have had all the advantages that you've had, but I still have my pride and I am not gonna let you take that away from me. Give me my phone!
I will in a minute. First, you need to hear the truth.
I just did.
No, you heard part of it. You see, Teri here is not the evil mastermind of this whole thing. I am. So if you want to blame someone, blame me.
How is this your fault?
Well, it's true, Teri was offered the job first, but she didn't turn it down to help you. I mean, she's sweet, but nobody's that sweet.
Then why'd she do it?
Because I made her. She told me she'd been offered the TV job. I said, that's great, but it's also too bad. Because I'm going to hold you to your agreement to look after Carly's kids. I may have even threatened legal action. I don't really remember. The point is, I didn't give her any choice but to turn down Kim's offer.
But it was such a great opportunity for her. Why would you do that?
Because I knew there was no way Jack would let his kids stay in their own house unless Teri was there to look after them.
Is it true? You didn't turn down the job because of me?
I just told you she didn't have a choice. Frankly, I don't care who gets that TV job, as long as it's not Teri. The fact that you were offered it, that's just a happy coincidence. So do what you want. Take it, don't take it. Makes no difference to me. Just don't turn it into a grudge against your sister.
Dr. Hughes. Riley.
Good to see you up and around.
I couldn't have done it without you. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. More to the point, how do you feel? Any difficulty breathing?
No, not at all.
I can't tell you how happy I am to hear that.
I'm feeling well enough to actually be on my own, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you heard, but I actually moved out of Tom and Margot's.
No, I hadn't heard, but that's a very good idea. Nothing against you. I mean, you seem to be a perfectly good young man.
But
I don't think your continuing to stay there was good for anyone, least of all Margot.
you were going to say that she was using me as a substitute for Adam, weren't you?
Yes, I think that's what she was trying to do.
Well, first of all, she wasn't. But what if she was? I mean, is that such a crime?
When Adam disappeared, he took a large part of Margot's heart with him. And then when she found out that he was dead, it just broke her in two. So no matter how hard you tried, you could never fill that void. You could never be her son.
Of course not. Adam is dead and buried.
Exactly. Look, none of this is your fault, but I guess you didn't realize how dependent Margot was becoming on you. So for whatever the reason, I think it's good that you've moved out. So listen, if I can ever help you in any way, just give me a call.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go splash some water on my face.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you were great. I'm a little confused, but you were fantastic. I appreciate it.
Well, you know what? We like Janet. We don't want to see her get hurt. Funny thing happens when you're nice to people. Sometimes they're nice back. You should try it sometime.
People have been telling me that you have changed, but you haven't really, have you? Because when you get into trouble, you're still trying to lie your way out of it.
I am not lying. I thought I should tell you what happened. That is why I came here instead of going to the hospital board. I am sorry that I upset you.
Just a minute. Just a minute. You mentioned that you spoke to Casey about this. Did you speak to anybody else? I mean, why would you consider letting the board shoot you down when you can just tell your lies and then let everybody else do the dirty work for you?
I am only trying to protect Dr. Hughes and the patients.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare suggest that my husband is dangerous to his patients.
No, I am only worried about Dr. Hughes. I'm just trying to help.
Don't help us. My God, don't help us. You and your sister and your mother stay out of this. You're always blaming, always blaming. Not this time. Oh, God, not this time.